Hi, welcome back to Flex Yoga. My name is Daphna. Today we are back with a crow-focused flow. So in this flow, you can expect to work quite a bit into core, shoulders, and some stability. You're not going to need any props for this practice, but if you do know that you enjoy practicing with blocks, I recommend having them by your side. Otherwise, you really don't have to worry about it. We'll go ahead and get started on our backs. So let's meet flat on our backs. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. Allow your toes to kind of pigeon toe in towards one another, and the knees will collapse one towards the other. Arms will come into kind of like a goalpost shape, so almost like cactus arms. Bend the elbows in the line of the shoulders. Let's take a moment to close down the eyes and start with a couple of cleansing breaths. So take a big breath in from the nose. Big sigh out. A deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Another inhale, fill up. And an exhale to let it out. Seal off the lips and start to breathe in and out through the nose. Let's just take a moment to allow ourselves to settle onto the mat, into our body, and into our breath. This class is all about kind of stepping out of your comfort zone and allowing yourself to explore. So I want to give you the invitation to let go of whatever preconceived notions you may have of yourself or of your practice, and just allow yourself, give yourself the permission that you need to explore, have fun, embrace any moments that feel challenging, embrace any moments that feel wobbly. It's all part of the practice. With your next inhale, allow yourself to slowly kind of blink the eyes open. Walk your feet into hips distance so that the knees pull one away from the other. We'll kind of tuck the tailbone under so that you can completely iron out your spine on the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the left foot off the ground. Another inhale. Exhale, lift the right foot off the ground. So we'll keep our knees in a tabletop position so that they're just above the hips and the ankles aligned with the knees. We'll start it to kind of wake up the core here by tick-tocking the knees from side to side. So take a deep breath in, start to drop the knees over towards the left. Don't settle them on the mat. Exhale, pull them back into center. Inhale, pull the knees over to the right. Try to keep the left shoulder grounded. Exhale, pull the knees back through center. Iron out the spine on the ground. Let's do 4 more times all together. So 2 more for each side. Inhale the knees over to the left. Right shoulder stays grounded. Exhale, bring the knees back through center. Inhale the knees over to the right. Left shoulder stays grounded. Exhale, bring them all the way back through center. Really nice job. 1 more time for each side. Inhale, over to the left. Keep your core engaged. Exhale, pull the knees back in. Iron out the spine. Inhale, drop the knees over towards the right. And exhale, bring everything back in through center. Really nice job. On your next inhale, drop the knees all the way down to the left. Rest them on the ground for a twist. Allow the left hand to rest above the right thigh and look over the right shoulder. We'll just take 2 full breaths right here. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Really good. Release that left arm back into the goalpost arms. Inhale right here. Exhale, pull the knees back in through center. Inhale, drop the knees all the way over to the right. Rest them on the ground for a twist. And allow the right hand to come over the left thigh as you gaze over the left shoulder. And we'll take a deep breath in. And an exhale out. Inhale here. And exhale out. Inhale, release the right hand. Exhale, pull the knees back in through center. Really, really nice job. One more little exercise to wake up the core. Bring the fingertips right behind the head. We'll keep the knees bent and bring them into hips distance. So just create a little bit of space between the knees here. So we're essentially wanting to recreate what happens in crow. So we're going to crunch ourselves up here. As you crunch yourself up, pull the elbows in towards the knees towards the elbows. See if you can tap the knees towards the triceps. And then with your inhale, you're going to pull yourself back down so that the upper body is back on the ground, lower back is glued on the mat, and the knees are above the hips. So again, we'll take an inhale while we're on the ground. And as you exhale, you're going to pull knees to triceps, triceps to knees. And then with your inhale, you're going to bring it all the way back down. Let's do that another 5 times. So inhale while you're on the ground. Exhale, knees to triceps, triceps to knees. Inhale, pull away. Exhale, knees to triceps, triceps to knees. Inhale, pull away. Exhale, everything crunches in. Another 2, inhale back down. Exhale to crunch. Inhale back down. Exhale to crunch. Really good. With your next inhale, bring it all the way back down. Exhale, release your hands, reach them forward, grab some momentum to come up into your Navasana boat pose. If it takes you a couple rocks to come up into that Navasana, take as many rocks as you need to get there. Really good. Now cross the right ankle in front of the left for Sukhasana, easy seat. Beautiful. Walk the left fingertips over to the left. Inhale, side stretch, reach the right arm up and overhead towards the left side. Inhale, peek underneath that right arm. Exhale, reach the right fingers a little further over. Good. Fold over the left thigh, walking your hands diagonally from the left knee. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, reach the fingertips a little further diagonally from that left knee as you fold further over the left thigh. We'll take a deep breath in and an exhale out. Good. Take a step back to the side of the waist with the left hand and open back out into that side stretch. Reach that right arm all the way up and over. And then inhale to come all the way back up into a seat. Switch the crossing of the legs. Inhale, side stretch. Left arm will stretch up and all the way over towards the right. Inhale, see if you could peek underneath that left arm. Reach a little further with the left fingers. Exhale, fold over the right thigh and walk both hands diagonally from the right knee. Let's take an inhale to find some length. Exhale, fold heavier over the right leg as you walk your arms a little further away from the body. Really nice. Take a deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Another inhale. Stay for the exhale. Beautiful. With your next inhale, take a step back alongside the right waist with the right hand. Open back out into that side stretch as the left arm will expand overhead. And then inhale, come all the way back up into seated. Swing your legs over through one side. Let's meet in a tabletop position. Hands rest underneath the shoulders, the knees rest underneath the hips. Starting off with some tiger kicks. Right heel will squeeze into the right glute. Inhale, kick the right leg up, arch into the spine, look up, kick up. Exhale, round curl, tap right tricep with right knee. Inhale, kick that right leg high, gaze up. Exhale, round curl, tap right knee to right tricep. One more time, inhale to kick. Exhale, round and tap. Good. With your next inhale, you'll kick the leg, arch the spine. Exhale, step the right foot through between your hands. Readjust the legs as needed. Low lunge, interlace your fingers over the right thigh. Inhale, press the hips forward, lift your chest up high. Try to feel like you're hugging the inner thighs together, like that right foot wants to drag back and the left knee wants to drag forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, really puff the chest up high. Inhale right here. Exhale, lower your hands to frame the right foot. Step the left foot forward to meet the right at the top of the mat. Chair pose, sit low, inhale, reach the arms up high. Send the weight of the body into the heels, squeeze the inner thighs together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, keep the knees bent, fold over the thighs and sweep the arms as far back as you can. Inhale, back into chair pose, sit low, reach high. Exhale, fold over bent thighs, reach the arms behind you, keep the deep bend in the knees. One more time like that. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high. Exhale, fold over bent knees, reach your arms back. Stay in that fold, hands will press into the ground. Step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Squeeze the right knee into the chest, into that kind of crunch in your plank. Hold here for a moment, and then inhale, three-legged dog. Reach the right leg up to the ceiling. Good. Take a deep breath in that three-legged dog. Point those toes a little higher up. Exhale, crunch right knee to chest. Inhale, kick the leg up high, three-leg dog. Exhale, crunch the knee to your chest. And one more time. Inhale, kick it up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch knee to chest. Fallen triangle, right leg will kick over to the left. Drop the inner arch of the left foot to the ground. Inhale, reach left arm up to the ceiling and breathe for 3. Cinch the right side waist. Push down with the right hand with the left foot. Another 2. Maybe you can look up to the left thumb if you haven't already. Let's take another inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down, unravel the right foot, step it back into a high plank. Hold in your high plank, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga all the way down to the ground as slowly as you can with control. Really good. Rest your forehead down for a moment. Let's take a deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Really nice. We're going to push back up into a plank. You can use your knees for help. Palms of the hands underneath the shoulders. All 10 toes are curled under. I'm going to demonstrate with the use of my knees, but if you feel ready to lift up into a high plank without your knees, go for it. So we'll take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, push up into that plank. If the knees were still rested like mine, you'll lift the knees, downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in our down dog and stay for the exhale. Really nice. Inhale, shift it forward into a high plank. Exhale, on the count of 3, we'll lower our knees to the ground at the same time. For 3, 2, 1. Gently rest them down. Good. Going straight into the left side for those tiger kicks. Pull the left heel towards the left glute. Inhale, kick the left leg high, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, round crunch, left knee to left tricep. Inhale, kick the left toes up, look up. Exhale, round left knee, left tricep. Inhale, kick up high, look up. Exhale to tap the tricep. Inhale, kick it up high last time. Exhale, step that left foot between your hands. Readjust the feet as needed for your low lunge. Interlace your fingers over the left thigh. Vinyasa. Press the hips forward, lift your chest. See if you can kind of pull the left foot back and that right knee forward. Really puff up your heart as high as you can to the ceiling, and we'll breathe for another 3. Another 2. Really encourage that lift in your chest. Beautiful job. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Inhale right here. Exhale, lower your hands to frame the left foot, tuck the back toes under, and step the right foot to meet the left top of the mat. Good. Nice deep bend in the knees, chair pose. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, sit a little lower into your chair. Another deep breath in. Exhale, fold over bent thighs, reach your arms back behind you. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high. Exhale, fold over bent knees, pull belly to thighs, reach your fingertips behind you. Inhale, come back into chair pose. And for the last time, fold over bent thighs, reach your hands behind you. Really good. Keep the knees bent, place the palms of the hands flat on the ground. Good. Let's step the right foot all the way back and then squeeze the left knee into your chest. Float the left foot off the ground, holding in that crunch for a moment, and then inhale for 3-legged dog. Really, really nice. Let's hold here for a moment. See if you could lift the left toes a little bit higher, and let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, left knee to the chest. Squeeze and crunch. Inhale, extend left leg up high. Exhale, left knee to chest, crunch it in. Inhale, last time, kick it up high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, left knee to chest, hold. And then kick out for fallen triangle. Left leg will kick to the right. Inner arch of the right foot drops. Inhale, right arm will reach up to the ceiling. And breathe for 3. Cinch left side waist. Breathe for 2. Push down with the left hand with the right foot. Breathe. Maybe look up to the right thumb if you haven't already. And lower the right hand as you exhale. Step the left foot to meet the right in a high plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, nice and slow and controlled to your belly. Good. Rest your forehead. Let's take a deep breath in. And an exhale out. Really nice job. Again, push up into a high plank with or without the help of your knees. This time I'm demonstrating with my knees lifted from the ground. If you feel like you still need to use your knees, use them. Otherwise, you're welcome to join me. Palms of the hands flat underneath your shoulders, all 10 toes curled under. Squeeze the tush. Inhale. Exhale, push up, plank, and downward facing dog. Really nice work. Let's all take a deep breath in here and stay for the exhale. Really press yourself back in that downward dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right leg reaches up to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee to right armpit. Hold. Inhale, kick it back up. 3-leg dog. Exhale, crunch right knee to right tricep. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, kick that right leg all the way back up. Exhale, crunch right knee to right tricep. Really good. With your next inhale, let's kick the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Beautiful. Come onto your fingertips. Look forward for your balance. Good. Now slowly float both hands and reach the arms overhead, keeping the upper body really close to the right thigh. So we're not coming into a high crescent lunge. It's more of like an arrowhead lunge. Really good. Let's take a deep breath in, come up into high crescent. Exhale back into that arrowhead. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, straighten the right leg, swivel all 10 toes to the long edge of the mat towards the left. For wide-legged forward fold, bring your hands to the lower back, or to the waist rather. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Grab a hold of your ankles as you fold over your legs. And we'll breathe here for just another 2. And one more big breath in. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, side squat, left knee bends. Beautiful. Step the right hand closer to the left foot, and then inhale, twist, reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Let's take 2 full breaths right here. Really bend into that left knee. Feel the opening in the inner right thigh. Another inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand. Walk yourself all the way to the front of the mat. The right toes will face forward to the front of the mat again. Really good. Easy twist. Palm of the left hand flat. Inhale, reach your right hand up to the ceiling. And stay for the exhale. Really good. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly circle this right hand down. We'll take 2 steps forward with our fingertips. Shift the weight into the right foot, preparing for warrior 3. Left foot floats, and then slowly collect your hands together at your heart center. Hold in that warrior 3 for 3. Beautiful. Steady with the sole of the right foot against the ground. Another 2. Really extend the left leg behind you. Let's take another inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee towards your chest. Step it along the right foot, top of the mat. Chair pose. Both knees are deeply bent. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Sit lower in the exhale. Another inhale here. Exhale, lower the palms of the hands to the ground. First, try into crow pose. So when you're coming into crow pose, I actually want you to keep your hands and your feet relatively close to one another. The secret is creating like a shelf for your knees with your arms. So first I want you to start to turn the kind of like elbow pits, let's call them, the armpit of your elbow forward. So that kind of crease in the middle of your arm, spin it to the space in front of you. And now it'll allow you to bend your elbows back towards your shins. Come up high onto your tippy toes so that your heels are coming off the mat. Open up the knees a little bit wider and see how high on the tricep you can rest both knees. Now you can absolutely just hang out here. If this feels wobbly and you feel like you're just having trouble holding this, then just stay where you are. If you want to explore crow and want to deepen here, then start to bend a little deeper into the elbows. Start by lifting left foot, lower, and then lift right foot and lower. Good. You can do that lifting one foot at a time, or maybe you have it in your practice to float both feet. Hold wherever you are for another 3, 2, keep your chest slightly lifted, 1. Lower both feet and step them back. Really good. Let's take an inhale in a high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Beautiful, beautiful job. Rest your forehead on the mat for a moment. Let's take a deep breath in and an exhale out. Curl all 10 toes under. Inhale. Squeeze through the tush. Press up into a high plank with or without the help of your knees. So you'll take a deep breath here. Exhale, push up and back into downward facing dog. Finishing up with our left side. Let's take a deep breath in our down dog and an exhale out. Inhale, reach the left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, tap left tricep with left knee. Inhale, kick, extend left leg up. Exhale, left knee taps left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Reach that left leg high. Exhale, left knee taps. Good. On the last time, you'll inhale to kick left leg up. Exhale, step left foot between your hands. Good. For that arrowhead lunge, first come onto your fingertips, look forward for your balance. Let's take a big breath in here. And exhale, reach your fingertips out in front of you. Keep upper body really close to the left thigh. Keep extending through the sides of the waist. Inhale, high crescent lunge, reach the fingertips up high. Exhale, fold over the left leg for that arrowhead. Inhale, high crescent lunge, reach the arms up high. Exhale into that arrowhead. Inhale one more time for that high crescent lunge. And exhale one more time for that arrowhead. Beautiful. With your next inhale, you're coming up into that high crescent. Extend into the left leg. Spin all 10 toes to the long edge of the mat, setting up for a wide-legged forward fold. Sweep the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers. Clasp the palms. Take a big breath to lift through the chest. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Reach the arms overhead, getting a really nice stretch into the shoulders here. Let's take a deep breath in. Another big breath out. A deep breath in. And a big breath out. Beautiful. Release your hands to the lower back first and then to the ground. Let's find length in the spine as we inhale. Exhale, side squat, bend into the right knee. Good. Walk the left hand over towards the right foot. Inhale, twist, reach the right arm up to the ceiling. We'll take 2 full breaths here. Nice deep bend in the right knee to feel the opening in the inner left thigh. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower the right hand, and we'll spin ourselves all the way to the front of the mat again, all 10 toes face forward. Easy twist. Right hand stays down. Inhale, reach that left arm up. Find that rotation in the spine. Beautiful job. Let's take a deep breath in here. Exhale, circle the left hand down. We're walking our fingertips 1 step forward, making our way to the top of the mat. Float the right foot off of the ground. And slowly, once you find your balance, warrior 3, we'll float both hands into our heart center. And we'll breathe here for 3. Keep that right leg active. Keep a little lift in your chest. Another 2. Beautiful. And let's take another inhale. Steady with that standing foot. Exhale, squeeze right knee into chest. Set the right foot down alongside the left. Chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower your hands to the ground. Good. Alrighty, second time trying for crow and the last time trying for crow. So we're spinning the kind of pits of our elbows forward and then begin to bend the elbows back. Come onto your tippy toes, lift your heels off the ground and rest the knees onto the triceps as high up as you can. Again, option to hold right here. This could be more than enough for you. Try to meet yourself where you're at. If not, maybe lift right foot and lower. Lift left foot and lower. You can continue with lifting 1 foot at a time or potentially lift and float both feet off the ground and hold for 3. Wherever you are, hold. Another 2. Really lift your chest. 1 more inhale and exhale. Lower the feet to about hips distance and turn the toes out slightly for Malasana. Lower your hips as low as they can go here. Palms of the hands will meet at your heart center. Really nice. Extend right arm over to the right, reach left arm up to the ceiling. See if you can keep the right arm on the inside of the right knee to really help to open up through the inner right thigh and into that right hip. Let's take another deep breath in and another big breath out. Beautiful. Hands will meet at heart center as we take a deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. With your next inhale, left arm extends over to the left. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Maybe that left arm stays inside of the left thigh to continuously open through the inner left thigh and into that left hip. Can you extend the right fingertips a little higher and look up to the right thumb as you take another big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, hands will come back into your heart center in Bakasana. Exhale, release your fingertips to the ground, roll over your toes and rest the knees down on the ground. We'll take a camel pose just to counteract all of that kind of doming and rounding in the core work, just to kind of open up through the chest. Bring two fists together and just measure that that's the distance between your knees so that you know that you're at hips distance. Lift your hips off of your heels. Tuck all 10 toes under. Bring your hands to the lower back. Inhale, create a C curve in the spine. So really send your sits bones as far back as you can and press your chest up as high as you can to the ceiling. You can pause here and stay here. But if you want to explore camel, start to look for the wall behind you. Once you start to see that wall, press your hips forward and continuously lower your head. And then maybe reach one hand at a time to your ankles, bringing the thumbs to the outside of the ankles and the fingers to the inside. Focus on pressing the hips forward, the heart up, and extending the head and gaze back. Another 3. Another 2. And one more big breath in. Exhale, hands to the lower back. And then unravel the toes. First untuck them and then sit your hips down. The head comes up last. Let's take a deep breath in. Big sigh out. Beautiful job. Swing your legs over to one side and extend them all the way out in front of you. Flex the feet. Inhale. Reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold forward over your legs and allow yourself a moment to rest and reset here in this forward fold. We'll take just another 2. Really nice job. Let's take another deep breath in right here. Beautiful. Slowly with your next inhale, you'll come all the way back up into a seat. Bakasana, the soles of the feet will come together as the knees come apart, or butterfly pose. Let's take an inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, bend the elbows back and fold yourself over your legs here. Another 2. And let's take another big breath in. Really nice. Slowly with your next inhale, come back up into a seat. Close off the knees. We'll take a deep breath in here. Find length in the spine. And as you exhale, roll down as slowly as you can onto your back. We'll give ourselves one final squeeze as you hug the knees into the chest. And exhale, release. We'll come back to the same way we started. Feet at about mat's distance, toes pigeon-toed in, and the knees fall down towards one another. Your hands can rest on your belly, alongside your body, or even overhead. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Big sigh out. Inhale through the nose. Big sigh out. Inhale through the nose. Big sigh out. Allow the body to be rested and to be soft here. And slowly we'll drop the knees over to one side and roll the whole body over into a fetal position on that side. Just take a moment to kind of regroup and collect yourself. When you feel like you're ready, we'll meet in a comfortable seat. Collect the palms of the hands together at your heart center as you take one final cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Inhale the thumbs to your third eye, recognizing mind, intellect, and intuition. Exhale, bow the chin to the chest, recognizing light, life, and love within. Thank you so much for taking the time and practicing moving your body. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through that. I really hope that you enjoyed this crow flow, and I hope that you can take it with you and potentially share it with somebody who you think that it would be helpful for. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.